ever say, go get a cold, go get sick. No, consequently, every single one of our cats has a cold and is sick. But, you know, we're not like those wimpy professionals who, you know, have understudies just in case. No, after 12 months of rehearsing, no one's going to let anybody else go on stage and deliver their lines. So, we're really tough, and I want you to let them, you know that you really appreciate the fact that they're getting out there and being tough. Of course, we wouldn't do it any other way. I would like to introduce now one of the founders of the Francis Addelson Shakespeare Players, Paul Addelson.
Good evening and welcome to the Francis Addelson Shakespeare Players production of Twelfth Night. Here in this lovely Cambridge Library auditorium, we wish to express our most heartfelt appreciation for being able to perform, and we ask that you please turn off your cell phones. Twelfth Night is named for the festival that takes place on the night of the 12th day of Christmas, heralding the coming of the Epiphany. For some, Twelfth Night is Shakespeare's Epiphany. What with separated twins, lovesick pairs, interwoven comical deceptions, characters whose very names, Toby Belch and Andrew Aguchi, characters who, yes, provoke humor. Sorry about that. I had to do it once. Malvolio, the vain steward who perceives his own eminence and is rent asunder. Viola, a female disguised as a male, which was no trick in those days since all the female characters were played by young boys. Twelfth Night contains all the elements of an explosive comedy that demands our hearty laughter. Yet, in Malvolio's comeuppance, the play also contains a tinge of melancholy in the midst of our laughter, which makes the play a well-rounded and subtle comedic performance. If you seek any wry wisdom within Twelfth Night, Shakespeare provides it through Feste, Countess Olivia's fool, the most agile-minded of all Shakespeare's clowns. In 1598, Shakespeare migrated his troupe from London across the Thames to Bankside. His London theater was disassembled, rebuilt in 1599, and renamed the Globe Theater. Twelfth Night had its opening performance there in 1602. No longer bound within city limits, Bankside had an anything-goes atmosphere. There were alehouses, sex dens, bear baiting, cockfighting, gambling, and what else? Theaters. Today, in this delightful auditorium, perchance our Bankside for the evening, be pre-warned. In our play, anything goes.
Do not prize thy beauty at too high a rate. Love to be loved while thou art lovely, lest thou love too late. Frowns print wrinkles on thy brows, at which spiteful age does smile. Women in their froward vows, glorying to beguile.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, and surfeiting the appetite may sicken, and so die. That strain again, oh, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came on my ears like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as 'twas before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that, notwithstanding thy capacity, receiveth at the sea not enters there of what validity and pitch, so air but falls into abatement and below price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy, and it alone is high, fantastical.
Oh, will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio?
The hart.
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. But when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires like fell and cruel hounds ere since pursue me. Now, what news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress, she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round, with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she will keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother, how will she love, when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her, when liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones are all supplied, and filled her sweet perfection with one self-king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
As I was walking down Paradise Street, yo, and down a pretty young maid I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down.
What country friend is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
What shall I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned.
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so perchance may he be?
True, madam. And to comfort your chance, assure yourself that after our ship did split, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name,
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. And then 'twas fresh in murmur, as you know, what great ones do, the little ones will prattle of, that he did seek the love of the fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love, they say, she hath matured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, till I could make mine own occasion mellow.
That were hard to compass, but she will accept no kind of suit. No, not the duke's.
I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Be my aid for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him.
You his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see. I hailed her in English, she answered quite clear. Yo, ho, blow the man down. I'm from the Black Falcon, bound to the Shakespeare.
Sure. Here's an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who, Sir Andrew Aguchi?
Aye, he.
Ah, he's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
I has 3,000 ducats a year.
How did it happen a year and all these ducats? He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Fine, you say so. He plays on the viol de gamboys and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed. And besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreler. And but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the gust he hath in quarreling, 'tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a brave.
By this hand they are scoundrels and substractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there's passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. What wench? Here comes Sir Andrew Aguface.
Sir Toby Bell?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Let's see if they're true.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost. I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare ye well, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew? Would thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress. I would I might never draw a sword again. Dear lady, do you think we have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
All right. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has.
No question.
All right, for tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? I wish I had bestowed that time in the tongues that I have in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts. Faith, I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1 shall none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
Shall none of the Count? Shall not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her say it kept there's life in it, man.
Oh, stay a month longer. I'm a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes altogether.
Art thou good at these kickshaws this night?
Think I can cut a caper. And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before them? picture? What dost thou mean? Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think by the excellent constitution of thy leg that it was formed under the star of a galliard.
Aye, 'tis strong, and does indifferent well in a flame-colored star. Shall we set about some rebels?
What shall we do else? Let me see the caper. Ha! Higher! Ha ha! Excellent!
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book, even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Do not be denied access, stand at her door, and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow, till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrows as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Why then unfold the passion of my love, surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblative a woman's part. I know thy constellations right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet, a barful strife, who ere I woo, myself would be his wife.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do not hear, fellas. Take away the lady.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Oh, misprison in the highest degree. Madame, a pupillus non facet menacho, which is as much to say, I wear not motley in my brain. Good madame, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Oh, can you do it?
Ah, dexterously, good madame.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it, madonna. Good my mouse of virtue. Answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good madame, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I fear your brother's soul is in hell, madonna.
I know my brother's soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, madonna, to mourn your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him go down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he is out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged.
You are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guileless, and of free disposition is to take those things as bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is nothing slanderous in a loud fool, though he do nothing but rail.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick or not at home, what you will to dismiss it.
Ah, good Sir Toby.
Cousin!
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
What manner of man is he?
Let him be the devil and he will, I care not.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him, and he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. And he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What manner of man is he?
Oh, a very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Ah, not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. Between boy and man. He is very well favored, and he speaks very shrewishly.
Let him approach. Send in my gentlewomen.
A gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Come, give me my veil, throw it o'er my face. We will once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me, I will answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. Tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I have never seen her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides it is excellently well writ, I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
Well, I can say a little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentleman, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed with my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not what I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Oh, certain, if you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
'Tis the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach more to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Oh, have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my faith? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. 'Tis not well done.
Excellently done. If God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will leave these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Sir, I will not be so hard-hearted.
shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item 2 lips, indifferent red. Item 2 gray eyes, with lids to them. Item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you for what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adoration, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
I did love you in my master's flame. In your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate. Call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud even until the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills, and let the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my estate is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perhaps, you might come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Here, spend this for me.
I am no feed post lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Lord, make his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
I'll be sworn thou art.
Now, even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. Malvolio,
Here, madam, at your service.
run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Tell him I'll none of it. But if the youth could come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it.
Madam?
Hie me, Malvolio.
I will.
I do I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer, or will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. You must know me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Messalene whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had both ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hours before you took me from the breach of the sea, was my sister drowned.
Oh, alas the day.
The lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else I would very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
We're not sure even now with the Countess Olivia.
Even now, sir, at a moderate pace, I've since arrived but hither.
Ah, she returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself.
She took the ring of me. I'll none of it.
Oh, come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid. My outsides have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me. I am the man. Oh, if it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she would better love a dream. My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. Oh, what shall become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sighs will poor Olivia breathe? Time, thou must untangle this knot I. It's too hard a knot for me to untie.
Marion, I say, a scoop of wine.
What a caterwauling do you keep here? If my lady had not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me. For the love of God, peace.
My masters, are you mad, or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do ye make an alehouse of my lady's house? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snick 'em.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby.
Dost thou think because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale? Marion, the stoup of wine.
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
For as good a deed as to drink when a man's a-hungry, to challenge him to field, and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
Do it, man. I'll write you a challenge. or I'll send thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count was today with thy lady, she is much out of quiet. As for Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay-word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
What wilt thou do?
I will plant in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. And I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, one can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall think by the letters I will drop that they come from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
As I doubt not.
Oh, 'twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two, and let Fabian make a third, where he shall find the letter. But for this night, to bed. Dream on the event.
Before me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle. True bred. And one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once, too.
Come night, it's too late to go to bed now. We'll go burn some sack. Come night, come night.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. That old and antique song we had last night, I thought it did relieve my passions much.
He is not here, so please your lordship, that should sing it.
Seek him out and play the tune a while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me, for such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masculine. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor,
What kind of woman is?
of your complexion,
Oh, she's not worth thee then. What years of age?
about your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven, let still the woman take an elder than herself.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
So they are. Alas that they are so. To die, even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come. The song we had last night.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. mixed up all with you. Oh, prepare it. My part of death, no one so true will share it. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be strown. Not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones be strown. 1,000 sighs to save, lay me away. Sad true lover, never find my grave to weep there. Where should I pain? Oh, no pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir. Now, the melancholy God protect thee, and make the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is a very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, that their business might be everything, and their intention everywhere. For that's it that makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell.
Cesario, once more, get thee to yond same sovereign cruelty.
But if she cannot love you, sir.
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Save it some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There's no woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia.
Ah, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In fact, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be perhaps, were I a woman, I should your lordship.
What's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told me love, but let concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the scheme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. Bide no denay.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my metal of India?
Get you all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He's been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour.
But fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jests under his advantage plumes.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue.
Calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
Oh, please. And then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Wolves and jackals.
Oh, peace.
Seven of my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up watch, or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
Then does not Toby take you a blow of the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness. Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me. I warned you.
One Sir Andrew?
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here? To the unknown beloved this, and my good wishes. Her very phrases. Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
Ah, such a riddle.
M-O-A-I.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me, I serve her, she is my lady. What should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I?
O-I. Make up that. He's now in a cold scent.
M. Malvolio? M? Why, that begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out?
M, but then there is no consonancy in the sequel. A should follow, but O does. M-O-A-I? And yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Oh dear. Let's see. Softly, here follows prose. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Cast thy humble sloth and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember, Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby. My lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg for being cross-gartered. Oh, I thank my stars. I am happy. I will be strange. I will be stout in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Oh, here is yet a postscript. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Prithee, in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, therefore I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I could marry this wench for this device.
So could I, too.
And ask no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Here comes my noble catcher.
What? Thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile on her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
Intermission. You have 15 minutes to do whatever it is you do during intermission on this floor, second and third floor, first and second floor. And if you need to upgrade your parking meter, you can do that now. We'll see you in 15 minutes for an even better second half. Are we ready? Ready. Second half. Okay. Seats.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me of the lady line. Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, and I shall tell you mine. My lady is a kind pretty, black, why is she so? She loves another better than me, yet she will say no. I find no such dullness, I find women true. My lady loveth me doubtless, and will change for no new. Thou art happy while thou dost last, but I say as I find, that women's love is but a blast and changes with the wind. Some folks take no harm by love, they can't abide their torn. But I, alas, can no way prove in love a Lincoln born. If thou wouldst avoid thy harm, learn this lesson of me, that others' fires thyself to warm, and let them warm with thee.
Save thee, friend, in thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
Oh, no, sir, I do live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I live at my house, and my house does stand by the church.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow, and carest for nothing. But aren't you the Lady Olivia's fool?
Oh, no, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia hath no folly, and she will be no fool, sir, till she be married. For fools are like as husbands, as pilchards are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
But I saw you late at Count Orsino's.
Ah, foolery, sir, doth walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. This is a folly as full of labor as a wise man's art. For folly that he wisely proves is fit, but wise men, folly fallen, quite taint their wit.
Save you gentlemen till you encounter the house.
I'm bound
My
to
niece is desirous you should enter if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Ah, taste your legs, sir. Put 'em to motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance, but we are prevented. Most gracious and beautiful lady, may the heavens rain odors upon you.
That youth's a rare courtier. Rain odors. Well,
Dorothy, shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant. 'Twas never merry world since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam. But I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But if you would entertain another suit, I would rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady.
Give me leave, I beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment that you did here. A ring enchased you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me, you. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts the tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving, enough is shown, so let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
'Tis a degree to love.
No, not in rise, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why, then methinks it's time to smile again. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me?
Oh, stay, I pray thee. Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
Well, I think so. I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I'm not what I am.
Oh, wish you were as I would have you be. Oh, Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so that, maugre all thy pride reason can my passion hide.
By my innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth. And that no woman has, no, never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so, adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for perhaps thou mayest move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
Oh, Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer. Harry, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's serving man than ever she did bestow upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, oh boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you. She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exacerbate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have then accosted her, and with some excellent jest fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. And now you are sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. Unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt of either valor or policy.
And it'd be anyway, it must be with valor. For policy, I hate.
Why then, challenge me the Count used to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Do it. Write it in a martial. Be cursed and brief. Taunted with the license of ink. All the lies that will lie in thy sheet of paper. Set him down. Go.
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 strong or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver.
Never trust me then, and by all means stir on the youth to an answer. I think that oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. Or Andrew, if he were open. And you found so much blood in his liver as would clog the foot of a flea. I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
If you will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map with the augmentation of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him.
Come, bring us where he is.
Would you pardon me? I do not without some danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Countess galleys, I did some service of such note indeed that were I taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Do not then walk too open.
Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant is best to lodge. There will I bespeak a I'll diet whilst you beguile the time with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why, your purse.
Well, happily, your eye may light upon some toy you have desire to purchase, and your store, I think, is not for idle markets, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent for him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well as a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He is coming, madam, but in a very strange manner.
Why? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come. For sure the man's tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho!
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Oh, sad lady? I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this crossed artery. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet is. Please one and please all.
How dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and command shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
And why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great,
Ha!
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stocking,
Thy yellow stocking.
and wished to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a servant still.
This is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's is returned.
Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Oh, where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people take a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Oh, what can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity? If all the devils of hell be drawn in little and Legion himself possessed him, yet I'll speak to him.
Here he is. Here he is. How's it with you, sir? How's it with you, man?
Go off, I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Did I not tell you, Sir Toby? My lady prays you to have a care of him.
Aha, does she so?
Go
do you, Malvolio? How is't with you? What, man? Defy the devil. Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Oh, do you know what you say?
Liar, and you speak ill of the devil. How he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Oh, how now, mistress?
Oh, Lord.
Prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him. How now, my baka? How dost thou chuck?
Sir!
Get him to say his prayers. Good Sir Toby, get him to pray.
Oh, my prayers, minx.
No, I warrant you, he'll not hear of godliness.
Oh, go hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction. Why, we shall make him mad, indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him.
Here's the challenge. Read it. Warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Gimme. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good! And valiant!
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for. I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me.
Ah, good!
Thou killest me like a rogue and a villain. Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. Thy friend as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
He may have very fit occasion for it, for he is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew, so soon as ever thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear horrible, for it comes to pass off. Then a terrible oath with a swaggering accent sharply twanged off gives manhood more approbation than truth itself ever would have earned him. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Ah. Now will not I deliver his letter. This letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodpole. But, sir, I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth. Set upon Ague Cheek a notable report of valor, and drive this gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright them both, they will kill each other by the look, like cockatrices.
Ha! Here he comes, with your niece. Give him way till he take leave, and presently after him.
Come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
Oh, and you, sir.
That defense thou hast betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end.
Oh,
Dismount thy tuck, be yare in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
Oh, you mistake, sir. I'm sure no man hath any quarrel to me.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, we take you to your guard. For your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He's a devil in private brawl. Souls and body hath he divorced three, and hobnob is his word. Give it, or take it.
I must return into the house and get some counsel from the lady. I'm no fighter. I've heard of some kinds of men that put quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Belike this is a man of that quirk?
Sir, no. His indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury, therefore, meddle you must, or forswear to wear iron about you.
I beseech you, sir, do me the courteous office to ask of the knight what my offense to him is. It's nothing of my purpose, something of my negligence.
I will do so. Senor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could have possibly found in any part of Illyria.
Why, man, he's a very devil. I have not seen such a farrago. He pays you as surely as your feet enter the ground they step on.
Pop's on it, I'll not meddle with him.
I would be who not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Wait on it, I thought he'd been valiant and so cunning and fenced. I would have seen him damned ere I would have challenged him. Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse, Grey Capital.
Stand here. I'll make the motion. Make a good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I persuaded him the youth's a devil.
He is as horribly conceited of him, and handsome looks pale, as if a bear were at his heel.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for his own sake. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you.
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman hath done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend, I for him defy you.
You, sir, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold! Here come the officers.
Antonio, hai questo tessuto campesino.
I must obey. I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? My having is not much, but out of my lean and low ability, I'll loan you something. Hold, here's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery.
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
Oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame.
The man grows mad. Away with him. Come, sir, come.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly, that he believes himself, so do not I. Oh, prove true, imagination. Oh, prove true, that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you. He named Sebastian, and I, my brother, know living in my glass, for such and so in favor was my brother. And he went about in this fashion, color, ornament. For him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A coward, a most devout coward. Religious in it.
Slip. I'll after him again and beat him.
Do, cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not.
Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money 'twill be nothing yet.
Oh, sir. Have I met you again? There's for you.
Why, there's for thee
Oh,
and
oh,
there and there. Are all the people mad?
Hold, sir. Come on, sir. Hold or I'll throw your knife over the roof.
I will be free from thee. What wouldst thou now? Thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? What? Nay, then I must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you.
Hold, Toby! On my life I charge thee, hold!
Madam!
Will it be ever thus, ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and the barbarous caves where manners ne'er were preached? Out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. Oh, Ruth, make me I prithee, gentle friend, go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian has botched up, that thou thereby mayest smile at this. Oh, thou shalt not choose but go, do not deny. Be sure his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine indeed.
Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. If it be thus to dream still, let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
So be, and be so.
Nay, prithee. Whom is thou? Can believe thou art Sir Thomas the curate. Do not play.
What ho, I say, peace in this prison.
Who calls there?
Sir Thomas the curate, come to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Sir Thomas, good Sir Thomas, go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Oh, Sir Thomas, never was man thus wronged. Good Sir Thomas, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan! I call upon thee in the most modest terms, for I am one of those gentle ones that use the devil himself with courtesy. Sayest thou, this house is dark?
As hell, Sir Thomas.
Why, it hath bay windows as transparent as barricadoes, and the clear stories to the north-south are as lustrous as ebony, and yet complainest thou of obstruction?
I am not mad, Sir Thomas. I say to you, this house is dark.
Thou, madman, errest. There is no darkness but ignorance, in which thou art more puzzled than Egyptians in their fog.
Oh,
I say to you, this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say there was never a man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. Sir Thomas? Sir Thomas!
To him in thine own voice.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me of the lady thine.
Fool.
She loves another. What? Who calls, huh?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand. Help me to a candle and pen, ink and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how found you besides your fine wits?
Oh, fool, there was never a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well? Then thou art mad indeed, if you are no better in your wits than a fool. I will help you to it. But first, tell me true. Are you not mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
Oh, believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
I'll not believe a madman till I see his brains. I will help you to light and paper and ink.
Oh, fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir. I'll be with you again, in a trice, like to the old vice, your need to sustain, who with a dagger of laugh, with his rage and his wrath, cries, aha, to the devil, like a mad lad, pare thy nails, dad. Adieu, good man, devil.
Oh.
This is the air. That's the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, 'tis not madness, or else the lady's mad. But if 'twere so, she couldn't sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such a cool, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There is something in it that is deceivable, but here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, then go with me and with this holy man into the chantry by, and there, before him, underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith. What do you say?
I will follow this good man and go with you. And having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way, Father. Let heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweetie. to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come and kiss me, sweet and 20. Use a stuff 'twill not endure. Then come and kiss me, sweet and 20. Use a stuff 'twill not endure.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friend?
Aye, sir, I am one of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Ah, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass. So by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself. But by my friends, I am abused.
Why, this is excellent.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well, yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war.
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and her fright from Candide.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess, on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft brought me hither, that most ingrateful boy there by his side. From the rude seas enraged and foaming mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and thereto did add my love without retention or restraint.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess, now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. But more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Oh, Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam?
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario, good my lord?
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
It be ought to the old tune. It is as fat and fulsome to my ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
Hear me this. Since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I most jocund apt and willingly to do you rest 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall love wife. If I do feign you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
Ah, me detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
I, husband? Can he that deny?
Her husband, Sarah?
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes Holy Father. Father, by thy reverence I charge thee, reveal what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips.
Oh, thou dissembling cub, what wilt thou be when time hath sown a grizzle on thy case? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth shall never meet.
My lord, I do protest!
For the love of God, a surgeon!
What's the matter?
He has broke my head across. And has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb, too. For the love of God, your help. I had rather than 40 pound I were at home.
Oh, who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario.
You broke my head for nothing. that I did, I was set on to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby, halting. You shall hear more.
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
Oh, get him to bed, and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam, I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard over me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio, my dear Antonio!
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is not more twin than these two creatures. Which one is which one is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messalene. Sebastian was my father, and such a Sebastian was my brother too. My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so did mine.
And died that day when Violet from her birth had numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing lets to make us happy both but this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola. Which to confirm, I will take you to a captain in this town, wherein lie my maiden's weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count.
So, you have been mistook. You would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you there, and by my life deceived. You were betrothed both to a maid and man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said 1,000 times thou never shouldst love woman like to me. Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me forth on shore hath my maid's garments, but he upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio suit.
He shall enlarge him. fetch Malvolio hither. Yet now, alas, I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. The most extracting frenzy of mine own has, from my remembrance, clearly banished his. How does he, sirrah?
Madam, he holds Beelzebub at stave's end as well as a man in his case may do. Has he written a letter to you? I should have given it you today morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospels, it skills not much when they're delivered.
Open it and read it.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not to do, but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam, this savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered, Fabian. Bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things being further thought on, to think me as well a sister as a wife. One day shall crown the alliance on it, so please you, here at my house and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and since you've called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress. Oh, is this the madman?
Oh, the very same, my lord. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong, notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand, and tell me in the modesty of honor why you have given me such clear lights of favor, made me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting this in an obedient hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned and made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me why?
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I must confess 'tis much like the character, but out of question 'tis Mariah's hand. This practice hath most shrewdly passed against thee, but when we know the grounds and the authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Mariah writ the letter, at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with a sportful malice it was followed may rather pluck on laughter than revenge. If that the injuries be justly weighed, that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you!
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. Cesario, for so you shall be while you are a man. But when you are in other habits seen, Orsino's mistress, and his fancies queen.
When I was an tiny boy, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain. A foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. When I came to man's estate, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, against knaves and fools men shut their gate, for the rain it raineth every day. When I came, alas, to wive, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering I could never thrive, for the rain it raineth every day. When I came unto my beds, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, the tosspots still had drunken heads, for the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago the world begun, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, but that's all one, our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day.
co-director of Twelfth Night. And first of all, I want to give it up for the Cambridge Public Library and their I know you know all this, but behind the scenes, there's another cast of characters, the ones who help make this magic happen. You might be surprised to hear that we have over 100 volunteers assisting us back there. Here are some of them. Our stage managers. And the rest of them are all one man. Does all our props, put together this gigantic set on his living room floor. I can go on and on, you know I can. But on top of this, he has the skills and energies of 100, and I only exaggerate a little bit. He has produced 9 other productions, but none has made him happier than to be able to finally bring Twelfth Night to Broadway. As a public benefit, free to everyone. Without him, we would all be, like Mariah said of Malvolio, busy practicing behavior to our shadow in our backyard. Behind what you saw today was his creative vision, and it was brought to you by virtue of his driving force. would you please give our